Yeah, these are, I'm sure they're not gravestones. They're actually markers. There aren't any gravestones left in this little park. However, this is pretty old burying ground. There is a monument here. You'd never guess it, but an earthwork, a burial mound, thousands of years old, is in this park. The trick is it's settled quite a bit. And to the untrained eye, I mean, you'd never spot it. And without the society still looking after it, this monument will just go the way of all nature and just kind of subside. But there's an awful lot of supernatural folklore that's associated with these ancient monuments, even when people don't know where they are. And there have been some pretty famous people buried here. This was a burying ground for converted Seneca, Christian Senecas. And there was a school over there called, I think they called it the Seneca Mission. And not only were these mission schools very traumatic for the Native American children, but this burying ground has been disturbed. It was disturbed in, I think, 1911 by some digging. And as recently as 2009, the Buffalo Sewer Authority started plowing a trench through somewhere down here and tore up a bunch of human remains. It's remarkable. I mean, shearing through skulls and femurs. And whenever you've got that kind of activity, you tend to have an outbreak of reports among people in the neighborhood of psychic activity. Many haunted houses around here, apparitions of a little Native American boy in people's houses around here, outdoor apparitions in this park. I've even heard reports that people walking their dogs by here, occasionally the dog will just really react to an invisible space in this area. I have heard conflicting reports about the extent to which children play in this park. A lot of people tell me that the children never come in here to play. You almost wonder if the children don't feel something here. Where there's a haunted site, there's very often a folkloric explanation for why it's haunted, like burying ground. There was a massacre there. There's 84 dead babies in the basement, 19,000 escaping slaves were burned alive in the closet, things like that. And usually the folklore is spun from whole cloth. There's nothing remotely like that in the past. With Goodleburg, there is something back there that's fairly close to the legends. There was a country doctor. His name was Dr. Albert Speaker. He was probably an abortionist. He had a home or a summer home very close to Goodleburg Cemetery. And, you've got to get rid of the bones of the fetus somewhere. And a lot of the women died. And word is that this guy might have been a serial murderer. Not only that, he took his own life in October, I think it was 1949. And 2 weeks later, somebody tried to burn his house. And Speaker was under investigation at the time he took his own life. But also the region of Goodleburg Road and Hunters Creek Road, which is the nearest intersection, has been associated with a number of outdoor ghosts. And the body parts of a murdered woman were found all over Route 16. And I think the first body parts were found on Hunters Creek Road right near the Goodleburg Cemetery. Today there's a woman ghost in a black coat who's sometimes seen on the road. And there have been other mob hit victims. So it's a crazy concatenation of creepiosities there that pile up on the Goodleburg Road and area.